Half now. This is a show that's all about trying to spot other people's partners, sweethearts, lovers. Yes, folks, tonight it's the Winton and the Wanton. When you think about it, history is littered with the most unlikely of couples. I mean, you've got Romeo and Juliet, Antony and Cleopatra, and Ricky and Bianca. And it's true. And there's always loads of lust, passion and tragedy. But hopefully, tonight our players won't end up stabbed or poisoned. Now, to help them spot who belongs to who, there'll be a multitude of clues. And they'll also be watching for reactions when it all starts to hot up and get a bit physical. But don't worry, we've tons of buckets of cold water standing by. And either way, hopefully someone tonight will be going home with a fabulous holiday. In fact, it could be our first contestants. So please welcome them, Sarah Panton and Chris Hope. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Christopher. I'm going to like you already, I can tell. So, you're not married, are you?
No.
But when we asked you if you were married, you sort of said you were courting or walking out, is that right?
Well, we're engaged. We got engaged last August.
I could listen to you for hours. You got engaged last August. Now, I lost the will to live on this one, but there is a story to this, because you did know from a very early age, Christopher, that you were going to end up with Sarah.
That's right. I was doing my O-level maths class, and I saw on the blackboard Sarah Panton snogged Martin Kettle. I know no idea who she was, but I thought that was a sign, really.
That was a sign, really. So,
Very odd sign.
Well, it says snogging plays a big part in your relationship, doesn't it?
Well!
Yes.
Quite a big part.
Quite a big part. How many boyfriends were you going out with the night of the Roman ruins?
Well, 2.
And you go for a walk with Christopher?
Yes.
Why did you go for a walk with Christopher?
Well, because I thought he looked quite fun or whatever, so I thought I'd go for a walk. But then he said to me that I shouldn't have gone for a walk with him, really, if I had 2 boyfriends. Because he knew that we were going to end up having a snog.
And did you know this?
Well,
I knew.
I sort of had a feeling, so perhaps I ought not to have gone for the walk.
No, quite right, too. But, I mean, did you have any choice in the matter, Christopher?
I gave her no choice, Dale.
Really? And is she a good snogger?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're great, and I wish you luck tonight. Christopher and Sarah! The chaise one awaits. They're playing against a guy who'll be trying to keep a veil of secrecy drawn over his loving partner. So let's welcome him. He's here, Gary Kane. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. Now, you're playing against Sarah and Christopher. As you are playing against them, you've got to keep secret about your other half, really. So I can ask you a few things, a few clues. What do you do for a living?
I work for a large company in Nottingham as a quality controller. Right.
But you've done loads of jobs in the past, haven't you?
That's right, yeah. I used to be a solid fuel extraction engineer.
A solid fuel extraction engineer? What's one of them?
Coal miner, basically.
Oh, coal miner. Tell me about your other half. Did she propose to you? I heard she proposed to you.
That's right, it was one leap year, and basically she took me for a meal. The waiter brought a bottle of champagne out, and I thought, that seems a bit weird, and she proposed, and people around us were listening, so I had to say yeah.
So the girl you're looking for is a very forward girl. The girl you're looking for is very forward. Listen, I wish you luck tonight. I really do. We're going to meet the other girls. If you'd like to take a seat. Gary! Waiting backstage, we have 4 smouldering sirens, red-hot babes ready to be revealed. But Gary has a torch for only one of them. But which one is it? So let's hear it for the girls!
Gary is actually my sister's husband's brother, which means when we got married, I became my own sister-in-law, which just gets really confusing at family reunions.
Hi, I'm Michaela. We met at the gym. I went there for a great body, and I got one.
I'm Tracy, and I met Gary through a friend of mine at my birthday party. He was the best present anybody ever got for me.
Hi, my name's Jo, and we met whilst water skiing, but he didn't need a boat to pull me.
Well, look at this ravishing lineup from the sublime to the ridiculous. But one of these gorgeous girls really is your other half. Now, what you must remember at all times, you're playing against Gary and one of those girls. And what you must also remember is that at all times, the real other half will be telling you the absolute truth.
Right.
OK? Now, let's try to pin down his pin-up a little bit more, because we're going to study some homework. A quick look around the house he shares with one of those girls. And afterwards, you can ask 3 questions based on what you're about to see.
Right.
This is a picture of domestic bliss.
Well, 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 Gary. Now, I know that this is the home you told me you share with your wife, but I find it hard to believe anybody lives here. There's absolutely nothing in it. A few beams on the ceiling, bare floorboards, or have the burglars nicked your carpet? Nothing on the walls, no ornaments. Maybe you've just got your love to keep you warm. But I always say the clues are here, probably lurking beneath the surface. So, what's in here? Ah, dancing certificates. Someone's really good at ballroom dancing, and here are the plaques and the medals. Oh, very impressive. There are so many of them. And here you see Gary and his other half doing a quick paso doble. You know, you can tell so much about someone's personality by what they read. But is it Gary or his other half who are into Indian cooking? And what about all these? Brochures, Newcastle United. But I do like the look of this. This could be very interesting. This is a family album. Oh, it's the wedding photos. And she looks absolutely beautiful. What do you think you're doing? At last, something on the floor. To you and I, it's just a gripper rod, but to Gary, it's a feature. You know, the bedroom's obviously a hive of activity. Have a look at this, a genuine Susan Summers Thigh Master. What really impresses me is the his and her fragrances either side of the bed. Oh, and have a look at this. You may well be forgiven for thinking this garment came straight off Bianca's stall in EastEnders, but I can tell you it was purchased on their honeymoon abroad. Well, I think I'll have some fun. Oh, they're wonderful. I love your home. I think, Gary, it's absolutely great, but I wonder which one of those girls he shares it with. Now, you get to ask 3 questions. So, who's it going to be to, and what's it going to be? Who's going to go first?
I think I'll go first.
Why is that a surprise?
I think she'll go.
I think I'm going to ask Joe, actually.
OK.
Joe, where did you go on your honeymoon? And what was your best place you visited while you were there?
Well, I went to the Far East, and I have to say, everywhere was brilliant. It was such an experience. We had a really good time.
Yeah, but you don't remember one particular place?
There was no... Everywhere was just so romantic.
Yeah.
I suppose it was the bedroom that was a...
Tracy, who's the manager of Newcastle United?
Newcastle United. Well, everybody knows that, don't they? It's got to be Dalglish.
So you've had 2 questions. You've got 1 question left. Who's it going to be to, and what's it going to be?
Go on.
OK, Nicola, what do you have that props open the sitting room doors in your house?
It's
Tiara, I think.
It's like a little metal, like ceramic pig that's pushed up
A
against
pig?
the door. That's right.
Right.
Does that help?
Ah,
Yes, very helpful.
that's extremely helpful.
Stupid question, if you ask me. Well, what do I know? What do I know? So were I to say to you now, having heard all that,
Yeah.
go on, just for argument's sake, eliminate one. Who's going to go? I mean, she's not really, but just for fun.
I think Nicola.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we don't think it's Nicola.
Well, I think you need a bit of help. I think you need a bit of help. So I want to ask a question. Now, I wonder, what luxury would your partner like marooned if on a desert island? Now, let's find out. Now, were I to say to you, Gary, OK, what's the one luxury item she'd have to have? What would it be?
It's got to be a big barrel of cider. But it would only keep her going for the first day.
Really? Barrel of cider? None of them look like drinkers. No, they all do. I mean that in a caring, loving way. I love your trousers. I think they're wonderful. Are they leather?
No, they're PVC.
Oh. They're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. So, go on, spill the beans. What's the one luxury item he can't do without if he was marooned on a desert island?
Well, being the mad keen footballer that he is, he would probably take Les Ferdinand so he could have a kick-about on the beach.
Oh, really? And Nicola, do tell me, darling.
Gary would probably take his 4-wheel drive. I don't know why, because he loves to pose in it and there'd be no one there to see him.
Do you know I could stand here all night? OK. Tracy, what's the one one luxury item he couldn't do without if he was marooned on a desert island.
I think with Gary, it would have to be his dream bird of Jenny Powell to be his girl Friday, but I don't know what he's going to do for the next few days.
Oh, really? He likes Jenny Powell, does he? Ah, now, Joe.
Well, I think it'd have to be a bucket and spade because it doesn't take much to keep him entertained.
Oh, good answer. Well, I hope that's been of some help. Do I look after you or what? Look at them all, my goodness. So I wonder, I mean, you seem quite, you know, intent the way you're watching them. Any favourites at the moment?
Well, we're down to 2.
It's Joe or Tracy.
Do you think they're right? No. So I wonder if you're right. Well, now listen, I've got 3 cards here. They each tell a story about life of Gary and one of those ladies. And I'll read you one, but which one would you like me to read? Oh. I like that.
I think that one.
You think that one? Oh, OK, the third one. Here's your major clue to their life together. Now, Gary's other half wants to be a top female executive so she can boss the men around, and I also know that she would like, now this is interesting, she would like to slap a sumo wrestler's wobbly bottom. Which one do you think that applies to?
Lisa.
Lisa! So, there's our flirtatious foursome, but 3 are fakes. Right now, each of them will come across and give Gary a kiss. But who's being timid and who's being torrid? Because it's time to mooch and smooch. Watch for body language. OK, girls, when you're ready. Sit down. Should have bought a wetsuit. That's nice. Yes! Wow. You see, from what I gather, you're the expert on this, so what do you think? How did they do?
I think they all did jolly well.
They did very well. Yes. I'm going to ask you a question, actually. I mean, a burning question I want to know. Why is your nickname Piranha? But it's true! Is it true? Am I right, Christopher?
You're right, Dale.
Well, I stuck my tongue out at a friend of mine a long time ago, and the name stuck. She said, "You look like a piranha."
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And what's your
That's
nickname
the
for
truth.
him?
Sponge.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know any more about it. I've had enough. I've had enough. OK. You've seen the body language, you've seen the kisses, you've heard the hints. For a place in our semi-final, I wonder which one of those 4 lovelies is Gary's other half. I wonder, is it Joe? Could it be Tracy? Is it Michaela? On the other hand, there's always Lisa. Please tell me, who is the other half?
Well,
I don't know.
we know that, I think that
Michaela,
rather, sorry, said it was a pig opened the door. Actually, it was a Frisian cow, I
Yeah, we
believe.
think it's a cow.
Do you?
Lisa's kiss was a bit, I think, clumsy, as though she didn't know Gary that well.
Tracy looked like, I think it might easily be Tracy, because she looked like she was hiding something, because it was a very
Yes.
quick kiss.
And she looks very professional in her executive gear.
Joe's kiss looked very romantic.
It did, I know, very touching.
They looked very comfortable.
Very
I
touching.
think Joe was trying to trick us, though.
Come on, I think it's Tracy.
So it's Joe or Tracy, so who's it going to be?
I bet it's Joe, though. All right, then. Should we go for Tracy?
Yes.
OK.
Tracy.
Go for Tracy.
What will you say if it's Joe?
I'm in big trouble.
Yeah.
So you'd like it to be Tracy?
Yes.
No, you've made your mind up now. It's too late. Well, I'm going to find out now. Now, I happen to know, Gary, you'd love to be going home with all 4 of these lovely girls tonight, wouldn't you? Yeah, but I'm afraid you're only going home with one of them. I wonder which one of those girls it is. Please tell me, ladies. Who are you? Christopher, don't you feel better now? Thank you. You've been wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. You've been absolutely... Our decoys were fantastic too. So how about a case of champagne courtesy of the other half?
Lovely deal.
Because you look right together. You weren't fooling anybody, which is the way it should be, which is fantastic. So, you're going to go through to the next round, but who will they be facing in the semi-finals? Let's find out as we meet the players. First, our contestant couple. Please welcome Leslie and George Hamilton. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
Oh, you are lovely. Oh, lovely. Welcome to the other half. How long have you been together?
10 years
10
now.
years, yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
And I'm detecting a slight accent there.
Yeah, we're from Scotland.
From Scotland. Oh, I love Scotland. What part? Oh, I've got some Scottish people in tonight.
Just outside Glasgow, we're from Paisley.
Oh, I know Toll Cross very well.
Lovely, yes.
He proposed to her in the most wonderful place. Where was it?
On the Eiffel Tower.
The real Eiffel Tower up there? Oh. And what did he say? Said yes straight away? No, he's waving, he's shaking his head, no.
We were coming down on the stairs and we got about halfway down and he went down on one knee and proposed and I think my reply was, quick, get up, there's someone coming.
Oh. And of course then all didn't go according to plan, was it on the wedding? Yes. What happened with the alligator?
We got married in Cypress Gardens in Florida and there's a river runs through the gardens and there's a resident alligator in the gardens, yeah. And it's in all the wedding pictures in the background, yeah.
So there he was, hanging on to his manhood, worried. I bet you were hanging on to it, were you? Oh!
And I've had Sunday snapping at my heels ever since.
That's good. George and Leslie, your chaise longue awaits. Good luck to Leslie and George. Who are they playing? Well, leading the opposition is a girl who's hoping to keep her true love a secret love. She is gorgeous. Please welcome Carla Robbins. You are gorgeous. Give me a kiss. Oh, you are lovely. You really are gorgeous. I don't know how you walk in them, though. I don't know how you're coping, though. Doesn't she look wonderful? Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Without giving too much away, because you are playing against Leslie and George, obviously, trying to keep your half a secret at the moment. So I can ask, well, where do you come from? What do you do?
I'm from Portsmouth in Hampshire, and I'm a singer now.
A singer? Ah,
yeah.
What sort of songs do you like to sing?
I like quite a lot of Motown and soul.
Bit of Diana Ross?
Yeah.
Oh, she's wonderful.
She's brilliant. Oh, she lovely.
Oh, she's got some fab wigs.
Cool.
No, she has. No, she's beautiful. Actually, I really love Diana Ross. She's wonderful. And listen, I've got to ask you about this because you used to be in a group called All Spiced Up, which were a fake Spice Girls, weren't they?
That's right. We were a tribute band for the Spice Girls.
So, which Spice were you?
I had different hair then. I was Scary Spice.
Scary Spice. Mel
B.
Mel B.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mel
Not
B.
like me. I'm Old Spice. But, no. But you're very welcome. One question about your other half, because, you know, I can't give too much away to Leslie and George over there, but what would you change about him if you could?
Well, he tends to moan only slightly, nag at me.
Oh, really?
And he's a hoarder. He won't chuck anything away, and that... You know what it's like, girls, when they won't chuck nothing away. But he's lovely.
You're very welcome, Carla.
Thank you very much.
You can take it easy now. Your chair awaits. Carla! Oh, good luck to Carla. Good luck to our contestants. Backstage is a real mountain of muscle-rippling masculinity, ready to be unleashed. They're the four hunks who claim to be Carla's other half. One's definitely her fella. The other three are complete phonies. So let's hear it for the boys!
Hi, my name's Charles, and I met Carla while we were walking our dogs in a park one day. But it's now me she keeps on a tight leash.
Hi, I'm Chris. I used to work for a record company, and I met Carla when she was recording a track in the studio one day. And now I'm really happy to say I'm really glad I take my work home with me.
Hi, my name's Mark, and I first met Carla when we were working together at a holiday centre. She really stood out from the crowd because she was the only one that laughed at my jokes.
I'm Scott, and I'm Carla's real other half. We met in Mallorca where she was singing. She had a really strong voice, but I didn't know she used it for nagging as well.
A mountain of macho magnificence. One of them will have to tell the truth. The other three will be lying like there's no tomorrow, but you have to decide which one is Carla's other half. Now, I promise you one of them really is. There's loads more to go, loads more clues. Now, I think it's time for a rummage around where they live. Let's have a poke around their bits and pieces. Now, 3 questions to come out afterwards. Let's do a spot of house hunting at Carla's Des Res. You see, I knew Carla was an unusual girl. Just look at her. But more importantly, to most people, this is a holiday caravan. Oh, no, to Carla and her other half, it's a 3rd bedroom cum storeroom, junk room. Have a look. Beautiful. An MGF, brand new, a traditional MGTF here. But is it his and hers and hers, or his and his? If the keys are inside, this baby's going for a spin. Those car keys, they're right there. But look at this. Crime together will crack it. We sure could too. Straight through the glass, and there are your car keys. In fact, there you were expecting Peggy Mitchell. No, I'm actually in the bar in the sitting room of Carla and her other half's home. And look, where else would you expect to find MG Gin? It had to be here. And look at this, a beautiful statuette of Romeo and Juliet's balcony in Verona, given to Carla at the time of her engagement. I crave some space in this cluttered house, so Carla said, have a look at the study, and here it is. Oh, I see they tied it up before I arrived. My goodness, it's a tip! But it's unusual, to say the least. Now, someone in this house is a serious musician. Look at all these guitars. And it really is a tribute room. We've got Elvis Presley, Buddha, and Fred Flintstone. Now, I would invite you in, but there's absolutely no room at all. The most intimate room in the house, the sleeping quarters. It's an unusual place. On the wall, an original Maplin's yellow coat. This isn't a home, this is a 3-bedroom car boot sale. Oh, hello, what's that on the bed? An Elvis Presley costume? Oh, what on earth goes on in this room? Mind you, I'm a bit of an Elvis fan myself. I wonder if it'll fit. Well, it's the 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Well, I have to say, you know, sometimes the pictures don't do a home justice. It really is like that, isn't it, Carla?
It is indeed.
I mean, I don't know where you'd begin with a house like that. I quite like that sort of, like, lived-in look. I wouldn't want to live there myself, but I look at it. So you have 3 questions to ask, the 3 fellas, or 3 questions to 1 fella. What's it going to be, and who's it going to be to?
Chris, I take it these are the cars, the MGs. Can you tell me what MG stands for?
MG Midget. Simple.
Okay.
Mark, in the bedroom in your house, above the headboard in the bed, can you tell me what was on the wall?
There was a black and white picture. It's of some football players, Chelsea football players.
I don't think that anyone's ever seen their wall. It's covered. It's absolutely covered. You've got 1 more question. Who's it going to be to, and what's it going to be? Make it a good one.
Giles? Yeah. If you're an Elvis fan, can you tell me when he was born, please?
Elvis? Oh, he's still alive.
It's very confusing, isn't it? It's very difficult.
Certainly is.
Well, I think you need a bit more help. So I wonder, what is the most passionate item that Carla has ever taken to bed for her partner? Let's find out. So, Carla, when passion has to be raised, what's it going to be?
Without doubt, it's definitely got to be a big fry-up, you know? We need all the energy we can get down.
Oh,
okay,
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Well, it really is only fair. Carla's had her say, so the fellas, you get your turn too. So, Giles, tell me, what do you take for Carla?
Well, the most passionate item I've ever taken to bed is baby oil. But to be perfectly honest, I'm smooth enough as it is.
Chris, what is it you take to the bed?
Believe it or not, Dale, it's this Barry Manilow CD. She puts it on, lies back, relaxes, closes her eyes, and thinks that I'm Barry.
No.
Afraid so.
Really? Oh, my goodness. Oh, we've got a bottle of bubbly there.
We have indeed, Dale. Yeah, that's what I would take to the bedroom, and while Carla got the glasses, I'd pop the cork.
Oh, good answer. Excuse me, I've got to sit down for this one. I have to. So, Scott.
I tried to impress her with my thong. But she told me to take it off.
No. I can't do that, and I can't believe that. But this looks like it's mine, actually, I have to tell you, because I lost this in Germany. No, it's true, it's true. I won the Eurovision Thong Contest. Well, I hope that's been of some help. You see, at all times, the real other half must tell the truth, well worth remembering. And don't forget, you're playing for a chance to go through to the semi-final. So it'll either be Carla and one of those fellas, or it will be you two. So, I've got 3 cards here. They each tell a story about Carla and life with her other half. I can read you one of them, but which one's it going to be? 1, 2 or 3?
Shall I? You?
No, I will.
That one? OK, you've chosen that one. Let's have a look. OK, Carla's other half has had walk-on parts in Casualty. Ah. Unfortunately, he never found out what was meant to be wrong with him. Well, it couldn't have been a broken leg if it was a walk-on, could it? So is that a help? Is that a clue? Go on, eliminate one now, just for the fun of it.
Do you think Scott?
I mean, not for real, just for fun.
We think we'll eliminate Scott.
Yeah, I think
Are they right, do you think? Here's where Leslie and George watch Carla very carefully because it's time to kiss and tell. Each of the guys is going to come across and give her a manly kiss. You've got to try and spot whether she looks winsome or whether she winces. So, guys, if you're ready, give your miss a kiss. Top that, Chris. They were all great, weren't they? They were all good. It's almost time for you to make up your mind. Here's where we find out whether you're going to go through or whether you're going to leave us right now. Well, I made a few notes as we went along. Here's worth remembering before you decide. You're looking for someone who loves Elvis and MG sports cars and desperately needs Peggy from Heidi High, the chalet maid, to tidy up their home, I'll say. So, which one of those guys does this fit? Is it Giles? Could it be Chris? Is it Mark? Or is it Scott? Please tell me, for a place in the semi-final, Carla's other half, who is he?
Well, Dale, we're not getting the vibes from Giles. We've ruled out Giles, I think.
You've ruled out Giles?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Chris. We're on the verge with Chris.
Yeah, Chris is a good possible.
Yeah.
Can I say a good match for Carla?
But we're swinging towards Mark.
Mark. And what about Scott?
Definitely not the right kind of kiss he gave her.
Oh, really?
Should have been a Glasgow kiss.
Body language.
Well, then, so who do you think it is?
We're going to go for.
Oh, are we?
Yes. Are we going to go?
Going to go for
I think we'll go for.
Yeah, we're going to go for Mark.
You're going to go for Mark. Well, they seem to agree with you. I wonder, are you right? For a place in the semi-final, will we be seeing you again with your other half, or will it be Leslie and George? 4 gentlemen, please tell me, which one of you is going home with Carla tonight? Please tell me, who are you? You see, they look right together, don't they? The audience were with you as well. They thought you make the perfect match. You've been absolutely wonderful. How about a case of champagne? Get us to the other half. Thanks very much for joining us. Also, thank you to our wonderful decoys. We'll see you in just a few moments. Yes, George and Leslie will be going on to join Chris and Sarah to play for a fabulous holiday. Well, Christopher and Sarah, George and Leslie have done so well so far.
We're going to find out who's going to go through to the final. I wish you all lots of luck. We're going to play best of 3. On these cards, I had clues to some famous couples. You have to let me know from the clues as soon as you can who you think I'm talking about. But here's the deal. We are playing best of 3. The guys are going to buzz, and the girls are going to have to give the answer. So, guys, buzz in when you think your other half knows who I'm talking about. I wish you luck. Guys, take your place at the podium. Here we go. We're playing best of 3. This is a fictional couple who are married in the Stone Age. They live in the town of Bedrock. Straight away, George's buzz. Leslie.
Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
Is the right answer, yes! I'm now looking for a golden couple of film. They first appeared together in the 1930s. Their fancy footwork propelled them to stardom. George again.
Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Is the right answer! Well done. That was fantastic. You didn't even stand a chance there, did you? But listen, you have been wonderful, wonderful players. And I think, really, you know, we could send you off on a weekend somewhere. I know you're getting married quite soon. So how about a weekend for 2 in the south of France in Nice?
Oh.
Yeah, that'll do. You on the other hand, you have everything to play for. And we're going to see what they're going home with in just a moment. Well, our couple have played so well so far. I've been working in tandem. It's brilliant. Now, here's where the audience can't help you. I can't help you. But, you know, there's a certain lady who just might be able to see you go home with the top prize tonight. You've met her before earlier. Let's welcome her back, Jo! You are absolute, and sadly, you're taken, aren't you?
I am.
By one of the 3 men I'm going to introduce you to. Now, it's the same game. You have to try and spot who her real other half is. So I'm going to ask a bit about you. And she's telling the truth now. Earlier, she wasn't. So tell me, Jo, where do you come from? What do you do?
Well, I'm a marketing student, and I actually live in Devizes in Wiltshire when I'm not at university.
That's a lovely part of the world. I can't ask you too much about your other half at the moment, but he is one of the 3 guys, isn't he?
He is, yes.
He definitely is one of the 3 guys?
He is.
OK. How long have you been with him?
About a year and a half.
OK, well now, here's where you have to box clever and try to find him. So let's bring back the boys!
Hi, I'm Jo's other half. I love it when she talks and sleep at night, and I stay awake, hoping she might mention me.
I think it's obvious by now that I'm actually Jo's other half. I've already asked her 3 times to marry me, and every time she's refused. So now, on TV, would you please, please marry me?
No.
That's 4 refusals.
Hi, I'm Scott, and I'd do anything to please Jo. Looking at her, wouldn't you?
Well, you see, they all look potential. They do look like it could be Jo's other half, don't they? So tell me a little bit more about him.
Well, he's always surprising me, Dale. Once he arranged for us to do a double bungee jump, which was brilliant. And he's very sporty and he's very fit.
And, you know, I hate to put the pressure on here, but I'm going to anyway, because I can tell you that if you spot the right guy, you get tonight's top prize, and it just so happens to be a holiday for 2 in the Seychelles. You have everything to play for. If I were to say to you now, just for fun, for argument's sake, who would you pick?
I would say Chris.
Oh.
You say Chris?
I wouldn't say Scott because the bungee jump with the kilt.
We have a moral dilemma. Now, I asked Jo a question before the show, only I know what the answer is. And the other guys must try and figure out what she said. Her real other half should know her better than anybody, and he should be able to tell me what her reply was. Now, here is the moral dilemma. Jo has recently made a costly mistake at work. She's really, really got herself into trouble. Would she, A, admit the mistake and take the blame? Would she, B, try and cover it up so no one would notice? Or C, would she blame the work experience girl who left yesterday? So I wonder, what did Jo do? Giles, what do you think she said?
Well, I think she'd go for A. She's a very genuine girl, Jo.
Chris, what do you reckon?
Well, knowing Jo, she's actually not quite as calm and demure as she looks. She can be quite wicked, Dale, in work. So I think C, she probably would blame the work experience, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
OK, well, that's 2 different answers. Scott, what do you think?
Knowing how fly Jo is, I think it would be definitely B.
Oh, she'd cover it up so no one would notice?
Yes.
3 different answers. Who impressed you most?
Oh,
Not sure at the moment. Not sure. See, because you see, they've all given a different answer, but at the end of the day, you know, the real other half might have got it wrong. The real might have got it. I don't know. They've all given a different answer. So, Joe, I must ask you, what did you say?
I said B.
You said B. You try and cover it up, which is what Scott said. Now, he was your least favourite. Yeah. Well, listen, let me tell you, you've got 3 bets. You have the top prize tonight of a trip to the Seychelles for 2. Your second prize is £1,000 in cash, and your third prize is a trip around the M25. Now, I don't want to see you go home with that. I would love to see you go to the Seychelles. I'd quite like to give you £1,000, but you have to tell me who you think is Joe's real other half, because that is where we will place the holiday in the Seychelles. Take your time.
Yeah.
Are you torn? Are you sort of...
No. No, we've decided.
You've decided?
Giles, do it for us.
Giles.
Okay,
So you think
Giles.
Giles is the other half? OK, then. Let's place it at the Giles. There you go. OK, so who do you think could be the least likely?
Scott could be trying to deceive us, though.
I don't think Scott will deceive us. Scotsmen aren't deceiving.
OK, we're going for Scott as the least likely.
As the least likely.
Yeah.
OK, so there's the M25 with Scott, which means, of course, by default, your second favourite would be Chris for £1,000. Yeah. Oh, I wonder. For £1,000, please tell me, Chris, are you Joe's other half?
Well, actually, Dale, I am not Joe's other half.
Which means you're either going around the M25 or it's the Seychelles. What was it you were saying about Scots people, George? For a holiday in the Seychelles. It all depends upon you, Charles. Please tell me. Are you an item with Joe? Is she your other half?
I'm afraid to say that she is my other half.
Fantastic! Well done. Great result, and that is how the game is played. But always remember, your other half is always your better half, so do look after them. See you next week. Have a good night. Good night now.